Game of Thrones is getting a prequel!
Fusrota!
No, Dave, that's Skyrim.
Sorry, it's E3. I've got games on the mind.
I'm Whitney Van Leaningham.
And I'm Dave Klein.
And NerdWire is coming!
And what sounds like great news, with the major success of the Game of Thrones series, HBO's ordered a prequel.
Wait, why only sounds like great news? Game of Thrones is getting a prequel! We'll be getting to see the stories of people like Bran the Builder and other legends from the show.
The screenwriters for the series, Weiss and David Benioff, aren't going to be signed on to the show, which is a good or bad thing depending on how you felt about the latest season, which kind of felt like a weird fan fiction without George R.R. Martin's books to serve as the foundational writing.
Are you saying more Game of Thrones isn't a good thing?
All I'm saying is I don't need to see another episode of the Westeros Olympics. If there's another scene like the one where Gendry ran days worth of walking in an hour, I swear to God.
Fortunately, George R.R. Martin is still on board. Reportedly, George R.R. Martin co-wrote the show with Jane Goldman, the screenwriter of films like Kick-Ass, X-Men First Class, and Kingsman. She'll also serve as the showrunner on the show, and by the sounds of it, wrote the screenplay.
As long as George R.R. Martin is involved, then I'm cool with it.
According to the HBO press release, taking place thousands of years before the events of Game of Thrones, the series chronicles the world's descent from the golden age of heroes into its darkest hour. And only one thing is for sure. From the horrifying secrets of Westeros' history to the true origin of the White Walkers, the mysteries of the East to the Starks of legend, it's not the story we think we know.
Wait, so they're basically saying that a lot of the things we've learned from Game of Thrones happened in the past are blatantly wrong and lies.
I mean, it's Game of Thrones. Practically everything that happens in the show is people lying to each other.
Yeah, that's true. But I have to say, I'm looking forward to this. We might get to see events like the creation of the White Walkers or the Children of the Forest, and even more creepy stuff from House Bolton, like them actually flaying men and earning their house sigil of the flayed men.
The real question, though, is how much incest is there gonna be?
Dude, there's gonna be so much incest. That's all the Targaryens did before Daenerys was born. Although, we might not see the Targaryens and King Aegon, as it sounds like this might be taking place before Aegon conquered Westeros.
That's what you think you know. But HBO already said it's not the story you know, so you're already wrong.
Well, here's what I can say. According to Song of Ice and Fire, the Age of Heroes took place around 10,000 years before Game of Thrones takes place and lasted for around 4,000 years until the Andal invasion. So, all I'm saying is, I really hope they don't place every single known hero into one season. It's just weird to me to have them place all of history in the span of 20 years.
Like I said before, you know nothing, Dave Klein.
Are you looking forward to a prequel to Game of Thrones? And how do you feel about a new showrunner?
Let us know in the comments below, like and subscribe to all the things, and click to the left of my face for more NerdWire content, like Chris's brand new show, Nerdflix and Chill.
It's so good.
So good.